Sera we can Arsenal. And after Manchester City failed to beat Bournemouth, Bobo Kono be official. Say Arsenal, Bobo Kono so are the champions of the Premier League. And first of all, before the season the best start, and the season is started, we started said Arsenal. With all the factors you put together, and I believe say Arsenal season the they are going to leave the trophy as the champions of the English football. And these all factors no mensa, and I will try and get into all these factors now match for and also share from the one. I can say Arsenal, no matter what you are going to win the Premier League in Swati, Sa and 7 also as one. One thing and say I believe success in progress. When you want to achieve a success, you have to pass through some process. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and sana success now open on so atimiaka. And one thing and say Arsenal have been very consistent with their climbing. In recent years, Arsenal ever tossed me normal on the third position. Normal and they are very consistent with almost second position. Then the number will be ready then Arsenal are bottless because on the team quarters run all of a sudden normal drop it to the second position. Now the other team now will walk over on them, normal will be the Premier League. So with this tragedy, I'm sharing and being very consistent with their climbing and found say on the can go drop performance and on the toss on the second position. They try to maintain almost position on the second for the season to finish. And we said Arsenal can make it this season. And secondly, Arsenal have went through a lot of pain. Looking at where United Emery before team and when as a finger jack team no two on United Emery ever he tried normal alpha until say Arsenal for the GJ or Mikel Arteta was on before Jumano. Then Mikel Arteta he decided to transform the team, especially players of a two team or promote a lot of players at the point. Then was signing a lot of players players of one players and with all this pain at Arsenal, passing through Mamiti pass now Arsenal, will be say this season achieve with that kind of suffering at Arsenal and so FM. And one thing and say now Arsenal can overcome suffering in over the years with Mikel Arteta. And one thing and say thirdly, Arsenal spent a lot when it comes to the transfer. And for me, I believe say when you want to achieve success in the future, so when it comes to transfer players, you have to spend a lot because and then all spend their own now for so by the near future, almost about so about that's how football and so and Arsenal kept on spending the transfer market. So from Aubameyang Motam look at how Mikel Arteta spending here. Then Thomas Day Partimo era never became until this era. And look at the kind of spending at Arsenal going into the market, spending a lot of millions of pounds into the transfer market in terms of getting the best player for them to come to Arsenal team, for them to achieve that title which is Premier League. So Arsenal spending this season, never more DDB said, no, Arsenal bet to win the Premier League. So they will go in for a year. Luis Mosquera, some Mosquera, so Embra. One thing, Mikel Arteta and he said, squad depth is very important.
Okay.
Every club, be a person will win a trophy. So Manchester City, I say, a guy going to get Kevin De Bruyne and Ababishim. Say Kevin De Bruyne they have a certain player in the shape of Bernardo Silva. Say Bernardo Silva they have a certain player in the shape of Ryan Cherky. So, say Erling Haaland no man. There was certain player in the shape of Omar Mamouche, also Benjamin Arsenal, Manchester City Bobo. In defense, not almost squad depth. In midfield, not almost squad depth. In attack, Manchester City was squad depth. So there was no way a season never started. Because Manchester City entering winning the Premier League because almost squad depth. So one thing Emma GT and Arsenal team was their squad depth. Then they brought in a bunch of friends. Mosquera now make they will go in they will go into the Italian Serie A. Number for one of the best air defenders in the shape of Calafiori, normally Calafiori so Abba. Omeko Sporting CP. Try to convince Sporting CP team so Omunja Gilkere Simona Manabra. Number for Mokofa Gilkere Saba in the midfield. Marco Martin Zubimendi at that time was one of the best players when it comes to the transfer market. So midfield or between then they will go in, put in the money. Number for Martin Zubimendi and so Abba. Okay. Became Merino Ebeba. Then no Madrid ebe room El Chelsea. There will be a lot of conversation and say because okay and so a crap. We will bet my best and now and no Madrid but the can attack waiting now for a bunch of friends Madrid and so Edaba. So in terms of this squad and we should not forget a very easy was one of the best 10 number 10 players when it comes to the Premier League. Then Obe go into a Crystal Palace team, convince them, get a bunch of friends very easy into the team. So with all these squad depth spending and normal spending when it comes to the transfer market, a lot of pain and also at home, and being very consistent when it comes to competing for the Premier League. You said no, Arsenal. And so a movement this season over the Premier League. But the most crucial part say na moji do pass Arsenal bet ma win the Premier League and say I be very consistent with this. The competitors and Arsenal no competing for the Premier League they better be use this way so omo consistent than Arsenal team in terms of formal results. And Arsenal be lose, I'll still certain say I'm not surprised that Arsenal lose, but on next match Arsenal is going to win. One thing and says core athletes, just all the athletes ACO. That's a good car. Head there about who be first, but who be toss you, but who be toss you near the last one. The Coban say you now put two in start here. Though when a good start and no good finish. As I said, all starting on me and the very kenny, and in the money team could be a year. And one thing about football is that started a game. That's a war over started winning a lot of matches. That's a we are very consistent of winning your matches now. It's very clear say also team are winning the Premier League. Okay. And when the man that believes the kind of starting Premier, the kind of games that Arsenal are winning because they started, if you could remember, Liverpool not winning a lot of games until the ball more tough. Chelsea and the Enzo Maresca have win a lot of games. And no BRG said, no, Chelsea team and the Enzo Maresca, the team. So Man City team are winning, Chelsea team are winning the Premier League. But on the road, almost F4 short. Then Manchester City and Arsenal kept on competing. Arsenal winning, Man City so winning. But in a smash, Arsenal winning crown, and I still have this belief that Arsenal can still win the Premier League. And as I say, the moment now Arsenal lose some number of matches, and Manchester City not winning of matches in the person. Because say can last 3 matches. Arsenal ever winning now, either winning the Premier League. 9% can go 2 points gap. And Arsenal to win the Premier League. And if Senka Everton game the Arsenal this year, and on the last game the Arsenal this year. The Arsenal could have gone to Selhurst Park to beat Crystal Palace and win the Premier League. The Arsenal can say, they are Arsenal every time I go Crystal Palace for sure because now I felt say BB what they are, no matter what the circumstances, no matter what the referee decision, injuries, everybody's team in Lubiano, Arsenal and South team and also for the moment I have that belief. Arsenal medicine on the part of Manchester City. The standing block of Manchester City. Concentration was solely on the club and fans.
But before was the call on Man City, when say Arsenal game mobility our West Ham United. So because like due to found referee say here banning and the omunya some everyone said like some responsibilities that referees need take here na wrong omunya edit here other teams say West Ham United because I say maybe yeah because after the game referee somebody game about apologize said that game goal on GDT at West Ham it wasn't a goal say me names when you start scoring now so you saying is that they say be omunya sign Caribbean cause see a big game more year one of the teams at this season referees are bomb but they are 1 year the be a bomb Premier League you can't count and get us now off need to be paying us down
okay and I make us say are there would there no matter what one be also a better so I chill it was
supposed to my mind
and you know what's the use in the back now what you get any person can teach sad decision but it was meant to happen and they see it on the bad rooms but still they do it into the people of us and didn't sad no way in our country and a poor Arsenal and almost ultimately the Premier League but a part of Manchester City said an American no almost concentration was too much on their Arsenal team so the moment of concentration on one team other than your other competitors in the shape of Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, and some to some extent Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur. Now, when you concentration for all these clubs to one team on one, and your progression of winning the Premier League in ever form, and clearly the moment of Manchester City ever gave they are so much eager to win.